Namaste. Okay. Yoga Sutra, Book 2, Sutra 44. Namaste. Sivan Tian Yang Dishita Devata Sampara Yoga Devan Roshayaha Siddhata Shechan Sivan Tian Yashi Lasya Taishanam Gachachananti Aryan Jasya Baldanantan Iti. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Sivan Yang Dishita Devata Sampara Yoga Sivan Dishita Devata Sampara Yoga Devan Roshayaha Siddhata Shechan Sivan Yashi Lasya Taishanam Gachachananti Aryan Jasya Baldanantan Iti. Namaste. From study comes communion with desired deity. The gods, the Rashis, the great seers, and the perfect beings come to the vision of the yogi who is given to the study, and they remain engaged in his work. Okay, second translation. As a result of study, there is communion with the chosen deity. Gods and sages and perfected men come within the range of vision of him who has the disposition to study and are helpful to his work. Okay, Veda next. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Bhagavatam, Book 6, Hymn 51. Udu Dhyāche Chakushri Mahi Vitara Yoga Yorangame Eti Priyam Baruna Yora Dabutame. Udu Dhyāche Chakushri Udu Dhyāche Chakushri Mahi Mitra Yorangame Eti Priyam Baruna Yora Dabutame. Rotasya Shuchi Tashatamani Kam Rukumu, sorry. I want to say this. You know what? Let me take a little break. Okay, here we go. Udum Dhyāche Chakushri Mahi Mitra yoram eti puriyam parano yoradabdham Radasya shuchi tashatamanikam rukumo na diva uditang biadiaut Veda yasutri nui vidatanyeshwam devanam janama sanutarang ja viprah Raju malteshu purojinang ja pasyananapi jashatwa suro Aryan evan purojinang Monsum Raju malteshu purojinang ja pasyananapi jashatwa suro Aryan evan Sutusha u vo maha rotasya kopanaditim mitram parunam sujatan Aryamanam Bhagamadabhati ti natachang Ocha satanyah pabakan Aryamanam Bhavamabhada Aryamanam Bhagamadabhati ti natachang Ocha satanyah pabakan Rishandasah Satapati Murabdha Ladabdhang Radabdhan Maho Rajinrajinyaha Subhasanasya Tatarana Rishandasah Satapati Murabdha Rishandasah Satapati Muradabdhan Maho Rajinyaha Subhasanasya Tatarana Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyat Yato Divo Nurana Ditya Nyamyaditim Duvoyum Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyat Yato Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyato Divo Nurana Ditya Nyamyaditim Duvoyum Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyato Divo Nurana Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyato Divo Nurana Ditya Nyamyaditim Duvoyum. I want to say that again. Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyato Divo Nurana Ditya Nyamyaditim Duvoyum. Once more. Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyato Divo Nurana Ditya Nyamyaditim Duvoyum. Keep messing up. Yunah Sukushatrana Kushoyato Divo Nurana Ditya Nyamyaditim Duvoyum. Dhyānshapitah Prativi Mataratrugagunem Pratalva Savo Burul Latang Nah Dhyānshapitah Prativi Mataratrugagunem Pratalva Savo Burul Latang Nah Dhyānshapitah Prativi Mataratrugagunem Dhyānshapitah Prativi Mataratrugagne Pratalvasavo Brulvatang Nah Rishevan Adityang Adite Sadroshva Asama Pyam Shaima Bahulam Bi Yanandam Ma No Burokaya Burokia Samasama Akayate Riratatang Yajatrang Ma no Burokaya Burokia Samasamang Sakayate Riratatang Yajatrang 유얌 히 슈터 라티오 나사타누남 유얌 다크셔스야 바자소 와푸반 유얌 히 슈터 라티오 나사타누남 유얌 다크셔스야 바자소 와푸반 유얌 히 슈터 라티오 나사타누남 유얌 다크셔스야 바자소 와푸반 마 에노 아니야 그렇담 보자마 마 따뜻갈마 바사보 야채짜드 야트벤 야채짜 야트벤 마 에노 아니야 그렇담 보자마 마 따뜻갈마 바사보 야채짜 야트벤 야채짜 야트벤 마 에노 아니야 그렇담 보자마 마 따뜻갈마 바사보 야채짜 야트벤 베시바시양 히 고셔야탕 베시바베당 허 스바얌 리부스다는 밤 리리슈시 슈이시다 리리슈이시다 베시바시양 히 고셔야탕 베시바데방 허 스바얌 리부스다는 밤 리리슈이시다 리리슈이시다 리부스다는 밤 베시바시양 히 고셔야탕 베시바시양 히 고셔야탕 베시바베다데방 베시바시양 히 고셔야탕 베시바데방 허 스바얌 리부스다는 밤 리리슈이시다 나마 이두그람 나마 비방세 나모 다타라 프티비 무타 디아마 나모 네베피오 나마 이샤 에შვ음 그르탐 지데노 나마상엠 비방셈 wanna say that again. 나모 네베피오 나마 이샤 에შვ음 그르탐 지데노 나마상 비방셈 로타시양 모 라티아흐 보다다크셔 느르타시야 바스티아 사도 아다브타네 messed up the last word a little bit. Okay, Shloka 9, I think it's 20 total, 16 total, halfway done. 라타시양 모 라티아흐 보다다크셔 느르타시야 바스티아 사도 아다브타네 다음 나무 피로로 짝으셔서 느르르는 비시바는 방 남의 마호 여자들랑 해 다음 나무 피로로 짝으셔서 느르르는 비시바는 방 다음 나무 피로로 그 짝으셔서 다음 나무 피로로 짝으셔서 느르르는 비시바는 밤 다음 나무 피로로 그 짝으셔서 느르르는 비시바는 밤 남의 마호 야자트라흐 once more 다음 나무 피로로 다음 나무 피로로 짝으셔서 느르르는 비시바는 밤 남의 마호 야자트라흐 히 시레시터 잘 말자 사스타 우 나스티로 비시바니 두리타 나야는티 히 시레시터 발자 사스타 우 나스티로 비시바니 두리타 나야는티 히 시레시터 발자 사스타 우 나스티로 비시바니 두리타 나야는티 수쿠쇼트라소 바로노 밑으로 아그닐라타 티타요 바그마라자 사티아흐 te na inandraha prativi kushama baltanam pushwa pago aditya pancha janaha Sushaimanaha Sivavasaha Sunitang Pavanantu Naha Sutrasaha Sugopangaha. I want to say this again. Sushaimanaha Sivavasaha Sunitang Pavanantu Naha Sutrasaha Sugopangaha. Nu Sadhamanam Divyam Namshi Devang Paradvajah Sumatim Yati Hotangam Asane Piyajamano Mia Tiaul Tiai Devanam Janama Basu Yulbavanandam. I want to say this again. Nu Sadhamanam Divyam Namshi Devang Paradvajah Sumatim Yati Hotangam Asane Piriyajamano Miya Tail Devanam Asane Piriyajamano Miya Tail Devanam Asane Piriyajamano Miya Asane Piriyajamano Miya Tail Devan Asane Piriyajamano Miya Tail Asane Piriyajamano Miya Tail Devanam Janama Basu Yulbavanandam Asane Piriyajamano Miya Tail Devanam Janama Basu Yulbavanandam Apam Diam Burojinam Lipum Sitenamagune Dura Tiam. Once more. Apam Diam Burojinam Lipum Sitenamagune Dura Tiam. Navishitamasyan Satapate Grati Sugama. Gravanaha Soma no Hi Kam Sakitavanaya Vavashuha Jahi Nyatrinam Panuim Buroko Hi Shaha Yuyam Hi Shutha Sudanava Inandrajya Shutha Apidyavaha Kaltang no Atavananang Sugam Kopang Amang Api Panantama Ganamahi Sivasati Gama Nehasama Api Panantama Ganamahi Sivasati Gama Nehasama. Once more. Api Panantama Ganamahi Sivasati Gama Nehasama Api Panantama Ganamahi Sivasati Gama Nehasama Yena Vishavang Pari Devishwa Puranakati Binandate Vasu Namaste. That mighty eye of Varuna and Mitra, infallible and dear, is moving upward. The pure and lovely face of holy order hath shone like gold of heaven in its arising. The sage who knows these gods' three ranks and orders and all their generations, near and distant, beholding good and evil acts of mortals, Sura marks well the doings of the pious. I praise you, guards of mighty law eternal, Aditi Mitra Varuna the noble, Aryaman Bhaga, all whose thoughts are faithful, hither I call the bright who share in common. Lords of the brave, infallible foe destroyers, great kings, bestowers of fair homes to dwell in, young heroes ruling heaven with strong dominion, Adityas, Aditi I seek with worship. O heaven our father, earth our guileless mother, O brother Agni, and ye Vasus bless us. Grant us, O Aditi and ye Adityas, all of one mind, your manifold protection. Give us not up to any evil creature, as spoil to wolf, or she-wolf, O ye holy. For ye are they who guide aright our bodies, ye are the rulers of our speech and vigor. Let us not suffer for the sin of others, nor do the deed which ye, O Vasus, punish. Ye, universal gods, are all controllers. May he do harm unto himself who hates me. Mighty is homage, I adopt and use it. Homage hath held in place the earth and heaven. Homage to gods, homage commands and rules them. I banish even committed sin by homage. You furtherers of law, pure in your spirit, infallible, dwellers in the home of order, to you all heroes mighty and far-seeing, I bow me down, O holy ones, with homage. For these are they who shine with noblest splendor. Through all our troubles, these conduct us safely. Through all our troubles, for these are they who shine with noblest splendor. Through all our troubles, these conduct us safely. Varuna, Mitra, Agni, mighty rulers, true mind, faithful to the hymn's controllers. May they, Earth, Aditi, Inandra, Bhaga, Purushan, increase our Lord, increase the fivefold people. Giving good help, good refuge, goodly guidance, be they our good deliverers, good protectors. Come now, O gods, to your celestial station. The Paradvaja's priest entreats your favor. He, sacrificing famed for wealth, hath honored the gods with those who sit and share oblations. Agni, drive thou the wicked foe, the evil-hearted thief away. Far, far, Lord of the brave, and give us easy paths. Soma, these pressing stones have called, aloud to win thee for our friend. Destroy the greedy Panui, for a wolf is he. Ye almost bountiful are they who, led by Inandra, seek the sky. Give us good paths for travel, guard us well at home. Now have we entered on the road that leads to bliss without a fool. The road whereon a man escapes all enemies and gathers wealth. Okay. Upanishad next, thank you. Okay, seventh calendar. 4 shlokas. Namaste. Atha yadudviti yamamuratam yadrudrang upaji vananti nandurana mukhana na vai devang ashanananti na bivananti atadevang amuratam durashatavang durapyananti. Not too bad. Atam yadudviti yamamuratam yadrudrang upaji vananti nandurana mukhana na vai devang ashanananti na bivananti atadevang amuratam durashatavang durapyananti. Atadevang rupamapi sambhishananti atasama durupa dudiyananti. Atadevang rupamapi sambhishananti atasama durupa dudiyananti. Sa yang atadeva mamuratam Veda rudrana mevaiko put venandro noivam mukhenaita Devamuratam Durashaktabang Durapyati Sa Etta Deva Rupama Pisambishati Etta Suma Durupa Dudati. Rupama Pisambishati Sa Yang Etta Deva Mamuratam Veda Rudrana Mevaiko Pudavanundurano Ivam Mukhena Ita Deva Muratam Durashaktabang Durapyati Sa Etta Deva Rupama Pisambishati Etta Suma Durupa Dudati. Sa Yabadang Dityaha Purasatang Dudatang Pashacha Dasatamethang Devisitang Bada Takushrinatang Uda Tota Tarato Sutta Metang Rudrana Mevan Tabada Tipatyam Sivarajyam Pariatang Sa Yabadang Dityaha Purasatang Dudatang Pashacha Dasatametang Devisita Vada Takushrinatang Uda Tota Tarato Sutametang Dudrana Meva Tabada Tipatyam Sivarajyam Pariatang. Namaste. Iti Sabatamaha Kanandaha. Yeah, I'll take it, I guess. Now, the Rudras live upon what is the second nectar, through Inandra as their mouth. Verily, the gods neither eat nor drink. They are satisfied merely with seeing that nectar. These enter that form and come forth from that form. He who knows thus that nectar becomes one of the Rudras themselves, and through Inandra as his mouth is satisfied merely with seeing that nectar. He enters that very form and comes forth from that form. As long as the sun shall rise in the east and set in the west, twice so long will it rise in the south and set in the north. And just that long will he compass the overlordship and the chief sovereignty of the Rudras. Thus ends the seventh Kananda. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm doing it fast. Next and last is Shrimad Bhagavatam. It's a little bit long. It's a 1 hour read in the Sanskrit section. So it's about 30 minutes past. By the time I finish reading Shrimad Bhagavatam in Sanskrit, it'll be 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Shrimad Bhagavatam, Book 6, Chapter 8. And about a third of it, I think. Half of it, about a third of it is longer, two-line shlokas. It's 50% longer shlokas. All right, we'll see what happens. Okay, taking a 1 minute break and then, yeah, Shrimad Bhagavatam. 2 minutes, thank you. Okay, here we go. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Ashtamo Dhyayaha Rajovacham Yayang Guptaha Sasra Kushaha Savahana Liposainikana Guridanan Niva Viniljityam Trilokyam Bupuja Shiriyama Guridanan Niva Viniljityam Lokya Trilokyam Guridanan Niva Viniljityam Trilokyam Bupuja Shiriyama Guridanan Niva Viniljityam Trilokyam Bupuja Shiriyama Bhagavam Satanam Mama Kyahi Paima Narayana Tamakama Yatha Tata Yinaha Shaturuna Yana Kuputo Jayana Murate Shri Shuka Uvacham Purataha Purohitasatavang Burpa Bashako Mahanandarayano Purochate Purataha Purohitasatavang Purataha Purohitasatavang Shatro Purataha Purohitasatavang Shatro Mahanandarayano Purochate Purataha Purohitasatavang Shatro Mahanandarayano Purochatem Narayana Kyam Paimaha Dadihai Kamanaha Shirano Vishivaru Uvancham Taotangan Kri Taotangan Kri Panuiraja Mya Sapa Vitra Udangan Mukha Taotangan Kri Panuiraja Taotangan Kri Panuiraja Mya Taotangan Kri Panuiraja Mya Sapa Vitra Udangan Mukha Gerutasadevang Gakan Gerutasadevang Gakarania So Manantara Pyam Bhagayataha Shuchiha Gerutasadevang Gakania Gerutasadevang Gakarania Gerutasadevang Gakarania So Manantara Pyam Bhagayataha Shuchiha Narayanamayam Narayanamayam Palma Sadhana Hied Payam Agatem Sadhana Hied Payam Narayanamayam Palma Sadhana Hied Payam Narayanamayam Palma Sadhana Hied Payam Agatem Padayol Janurun Norul Oru Dare Hrudia Torasi Padayol Janu Noru Boru Dare Padayol Janu Noru Norul Boru Dare Padayol Janu Padayol Janu Norul Borudarem Padayol Janu Norul Borudare Padayol Janu Norul Borudare Hrudia Torasi Mukhem Shirasiano Pulvia Dongankara Dini Binyasat Mukhem Shirasiano Pulvia Dongankara Dini Binyasat Om Namo Narayano Yati Viparyayamata Pima. Om Namo Narayano Yati. Om Namo Narayano Yati Viparyayamata Viparyayamata. Om Namo Narayano Yati Viparyayamata Pima. Karanya Sam Tatah Kuriya de Devant Dasha Kushara Vidyatya Vidyayam. Karanya Sam Tatah Kuriya de Devant Dasha Kushara Vidyayam. Pranavadiyakaran Tamangangulia Gushita Paivasu. Pranavadika Pranavadiyakaran Tamanganguliyangu Shita Paivasu. Pranavadiyakaran Tamanganguliyangu Shita Paivasu. Very close. Pranavadiyakaran Tamanganguliyangu Shita Paivasu. I'll take it. Nyasada Trudaya Ongankaram Pikaramanu Multani. Shakaram tu Propolmatie Nakaram Shikayang Tishat. Shakaram tu Propolmatie Nakaram Shikayang Tishat. Probol. Shakaram tu Propolmatie Nakaram Shikayang Tishat. Bekaram Netra Yoriyunjayang Jiang Nakaram Salvasanan Tishu. Bekaram Netra Yoriyunjian. Bekaram Netra Yoriyunjian Nakaram. Bekaram Netra Yoriyunjian Naka. Bekaram Netra Yoriyunjian Nakaram Salvasanan Tishu. Makaramasataram Buddhisya Manantaram Multil Paved Mutahe. Makaramasataram Buddhisya Manantaram Multil Paved Mutahe. Almost. Makaramasataram Buddhisya Manantaram Multil Paved Mutahe. Manantaram Multil Paved Mutahe. Makaramasataram Buddhisya Manantaram Multil Paved Mutahe. Makaramasataram Buddhisya Manantaram Multil Paved Mutahe. 사비살감 파더는 땀 따뜻살바디쿠슈 베닐디샤트. 사비살감 파더는 땀 사비살감 파더는 땀 따뜻살바디쿠슈 비닐디샤트. 옴 비시노바 나마 이티. 옴 비시노바 나마 이티. Atmanam Paramam Dhyayad Dhyayam Shashta Shakati Piriyutama. Okay, I'm at Shloka 11. What should I do? Alright, keep going. Atmanam Paramam Dhyayad Dhyayam Shashta Shakati Piriyutama. Vidya Tajasatapo Multimimam Manantara Muda Haret. Vidya Tajasatapo Multimimam Manantara Muda Haret. Okay, now longer shlokas from 12 until 26. 15 shlokas. 50% longer. Om Harevi Natyana Mama Salvara Kosham Nyasa Tanga Kripadamaha Pataganandara Purushatwam. Purushotvam. Om Hare Vidatyanam Mama Saibalakosham Nyasatang Kripadamaha Pataganandara Purushotvam. Tarachi Tarara Richaima Tarari Chaima Sigadeshu Cha Papa Shana Tata no Shita Guno Shita Bamba Fuha. Twem Purusha Twem. Keep going back to this word. Patanganganada Purusha Twem. Om Hare Bibada Hare Om Hare Bidan Om Hare Vidatyanam Mama Saibarakosham Nyasatang and Kripadamaha Pataganandara Purusha Twem. Yeah. I shouldn't have said it again because it takes a lot of energy. It's a waste of energy if you said it right the first time. If it's not a mantra or if it's not in a mantra form, especially in a literature, if you say it twice, sometimes it overheats. Oof. Tarari Chaimasi Kadeshu Cha Papa Shana Tarari Chaimasi Kadeshu Cha Papa Shana Tata no Shita Guno Shita Bahuha. Tarari Chaimasi Kadeshu Cha Papa Shana Tata no Shita Guno Shita Bahuha. Tarari Chaima Sigadeshu Cha Papa Shana Tata no Shita Guno Shita Bahuha. Jaleshu Mam Rakoshatu Matusya Multiriang Duga Noe Pyo Varunasya Panshat. Jaleshu Mam Rakoshatu Matusya Multiriang Jaleshu Mam Rakoshatu Matasya Multiriang Dogano Nuepium. Jaleshu Mam Rakoshatu Matasya Multiriang Doganuepio Varunasya Panshat. Once more. Jaleshu Mam Rakoshatu Matasya Multiriang Doganuepio Varuno Jaleshu Mam Rakoshatu Matasya Multiriang Doganuepio Varunasya Panshat. Sataleshu Maya Bartavam Mano Vyang Tatari Vikramaha Kevatu Vishivarupaha. Sataleshu Maya Bartavam Mano Kya. Sataleshu Maya Bhattuva Mano Vyang Tatari Vikramaha Kevatu Vishivarupaha. Sataleshu Maya Bhattuva Mano Vyang Tatari Vikramaha Kevatu Vishivarupaha. Dulgeshvanta Vyangji Mukhadishu Prapuha Payana Narasimho Sura Yuta Pariha. Dulgeshvanta Vyangji Mukha Dulgeshvanta Vyangji Mukhadishu Prapuha Payana Narasimho Sura Yuta Pariha. Dulgeshvanta Vyangji Mukhadishu Prapuha Payana Narasimho Surayu Tapariha. Vimunchato Yasya Mahananta Mahatata Ha Samtisho Vina Dulnya Patamshacha Kalpaha. Vimunchato Yasya Mahatata Vimunchato Yasya Mahatata Vimunchato Yasya Mahatataha Sam Tisho Bine Dulnia Patamshicha Kalbha. I want to say this again. Durga-shivata Vyaji-mukha-dishu Prapuha Pāyāna-narasimho-sura-yutam Durga-shivata Vyaji-mukha-dishu Prapuha Pāyāna-narasimho-sura-yutam Vimuncato Yasya Mahat Vimuncato Yasya Mahatata Mahatata Vimuncato Yasya Mahatata Hasam Tisho Vinedulniya Patam Shicha Kalpaha Rakashata Vasao Mahatavani Yajinya Karepaha Svadam Shatra Yonani Tataro Parahaha. Shloka 15. 1/3 done. Rakashata Vasao Mahatavani Yajinya Karepaha Svadam Shatra Yonani Tataro. Rakashata Vasao Mahatavani Yajinya Karepaha Svadam Shatra Yonani Tataro Parahaha. Ramodri Kutwe Shivatan Vipravance Slakashamano Vyad Paratang Grajo Samana. Ramodri Kutwe Shivatan Ramodri Kutwe Shivatan Vipravance Slakashamano Vyad Paratang Grajo Samana. Ramodri Kutwashvatan Vipravance Salakashamano Vyat Parata Grajo Samana. Oh, I missed it by half a syllable. Ramodri Kutwashvatan Vipravance Salakashamano Vyat Parata Grajo Samana. Mamugura Taima Dakila de Paramadana Narayana Patu Narashicha Hasat. Mamugura Taima Dakila de Paramadana Narayana Patu Narashicha Hasat. Tata Yoga Datam Yogana Taha Paya de Gunoishaha Kapilaha Kaima Balantat Gunoe Tata Tasatava Yoga Datam Yogana Taha Paya de Gunoishaha Kapilaha Tata Tasatava Yoga Data Yogana Taha Paya Data Tasatava Yoga Datam Yogana Taha Paya de Gunoeshaha Kapilaha. Same mistake. Data Tasadeva Yoga Datam Yogana Taha Paya de Gunoeshaha Kapilaha Kamabanantat Sanada Kumaro Batu Kama Deva de Tayashi Shwa Mam Pati Deva Helanat. That was correct. I want to take a break. I want to say this again. 16. Let me just double check how. Oh, 42. Shorter than I thought. Okay, so almost halfway. Let me finish 16. I'm going to take a little break after 16. Tata Tasadeva Yoga Data Yogana Taha Paya de Gunoishaha Kapilaha Kaimabanantat Sanata Kumaro Batu Kama Deva de Tayashi Shwa Mam Pati Deva Helanat Devan Shri Variyaha Purushal Jananandara Tarat Kulmo Harimam Nira Harimam Niraya Dashashwat Devan Shri Variyaha Purushal Jananandara Devar Shrivariyah Purushal Janan Tarat Gulmo Harimal Harilmam Niraya Dashashwat Devar Shrivariyah Purushal Janan Tarat Devar Shrivariyah Purushal Janan Tarat Gulmo Harilmam Niraya Dashashwat 타는 바는 딸일 파가반 타는 바는 딸일 파가반 바밭 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바드 파야 드르샤포 느지타 드만. Okay, I'm at shloka 18 now. It's very hard. Yeah, after 26 it'll be easier. So let me take a break here. Yeah, I need a break. Shloka 18, 1 minute break. Thank you. All right. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바드 파야 파야 드르셔포 느지타 드마. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드반 바티암 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티암 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바드 파야 드르셔포. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 타는 반 드바는 드바. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 타는 반 드바는 드바드 파야 드르셔폼. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 타는 드바는 드바. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바. Same mistake for 7 times now. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바드 파야 드르셔포 느지타 드망. Once more. 타는 바는 딸일 파가바는 바드바 바티아드 드바는 드바드 파야 드르셔포 느지타 드망. 야지냐 시점 로카다 바타 지자나는 땅 드발로 가너드 그로타 바샤다 히는드라흐. 야지냐 시점 로카다 바타 지자나는 땅 드발로 야지냐 시점 로카다 바타 지자나는 땅 드발로 가너드 그로타 바샤다 히는드라흐. Once more. 야지냐 시점 로카다 바타 지자나는 땅 드발로 가너드 그로타 바샤다 히는드라흐. 드바이 방아야노 파가바는 나프라보타 드 부드 타스트 바카는더 가노 Brahmadantam Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodhada Buddhasutta Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodhada Buddhasutta Bhakanandagana Brahma Bhakanandagana Brahmadan Bhakanandagana Brahmadantam Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodha Devaipayano Bhagavananam Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodha Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodhada Buddhasutta Devaipayano Bhagavanam Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodhada Buddhasutta Bhakanandagana Brahmada Devaipayano Bhagavana Prabodhada Buddhasutta Bhakanandagana Brahmadat Karikiha Kaleha Kalamalat Brahma Prapatu Taimavana Yoro Kurata Vataraha Karikiha Kaleha Kalamalat Brahma Kalamalat Prapatu Taimavana Yoro Kurata Vataraha Karikiha Kaleha Kalamalat Prapang Karikiha Kaleha Kalamalat Prapatu Karikiha Kaleha Kalama Karikiha Kaleha Kalamalat Prapatu Taimavana Yorukurta Vataraha Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Govinandam Asangangavamatata Benuha Shloka 20, by the way. Oof. Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Govinandam Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Govinandam Asangangavamatata Venuha Asangavamatata Venuha Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Govinandam Asangavamatata Venuha Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Govinandam Asangavamatata Venuha Same mistake. Asangavamatata Venuha Mam Keshavo Kadayana Prataravyam de Govinandam Asangavamatata Venuha Narayanaha Brahunam Udadata Shakatil Matyanandina Vishnurari Nandarapanuiha Narayanaha Brahuna Narayanaha Brahuna Udadata Shakatil Matyanandina Vishnurari Nandarapanuiha Narayanaha Brahuna Udadata Shakatil Matyanandina Vishnu Narayanaha Brahuna Udadata Shakatil Matyanandina Vishnurari Nandarapanuiha Devo Parahunam Devo Parahunam Matuhograb Tanambang Sayam Tritama Batu Matavo Mama 21 Devo Parahunam Matuhogra Tanambang Sayam Tritama Batu Matavo Mama Doshwe Rushwi Kesha Uttal Taratre Nishita Eko Batu Padmana Paha Uttal Taratre Shri Vatasatama Pararatra Ishaha Pratyusha Isho Sitaro Janaldanaha Damodaro Vyadanu Sanantyam Prapato Prapate Vishva Shivaro Bhagavan Kala Multiha Damodaro Vyadanu Sanantyam Prapate Vishva Shivaro Bhagavan Kala Multiha Chakram Yuganandana Latigama Neti Pramata Samanandana Bhagavata Prayogatama. 23, by the way. Yeah, these long shlokas are so intimidating. Chakram Yuganandana Latigama Net Chakram Yuganandana Latigmanati Nami Pramata Samananda Bhagavata Prayogatam Chakram Yuganandana Latigmanami Chakram Yuganandana Latigmanami Chakram Yuganandana Latigmanami Pramata Samananda Bhagavata Prayogatama. I could take that. Why am I so OCD? One more. Chakram Yuganandana Latigmanami Pramata Samananda Bhagavata Prayogatama. See, the other one was better in some other way. Once more. Chakram Yuganandana Latigmanami Pramata Samananda Bhagavata Prayogatama. Nagadagati Ari Sainia Mashu Kakusham Yatang Bata Sako Huta Shah. Nanandagati Ari Saniam Nanandagati Ari Sainiam Nanandagati Ari Sainiamashu Kakasham Yatang Bata Sako Huta Shah. Det köper en två Jita Priyang Si. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, once more. Nanandagati Ari Sainiam Nanandagati Ari Sainiamashu Kakasham Yatang Bata Sako Huta Shah. 24. Fewer than 20 left. 19 shlokas left. Kate Shanis Pashana Vips Pulling again. Det köper en två Jita Puriyang Sim. Kade Shanis Pashana Vips Pulling again. Det köper en två Jita Puriyang Sim. It's frighteningly correct. I want to do it again though. Okay, reading again. Kade Shanis Pashana Vips Pulling again. Det köper en två Di. Kade Shanis Pashana Vips Pulling again. Det köper en två Jita Puriyang Sim. I'll take it. You know why? Because I'm doing it worse. Because it's not just me saying these things. This language is alive. It wants you to say it just once. It wants you to move on. Unless it's a mantra, unless it's in a repetitive form. This is not in a repetitive form. Okay, I need a break after this sentence. Kushamananda Vaina Yaka Yakasho Rakusho Putagraham Sechur Noyan Kushamananda Vaina Yaka Yakasho Rakusho Putagraham Sechur Noyan. See, God helped me say that. It wasn't entirely just me saying it. So if I were to say it again, it's gonna get worse. And that's my point. Kushamananda Vaina Yaka Yaka Sharako Shoputa Graham Shechur Noyan Rina. Okay, I got lucky. I'm at Shloka 25. About 18 shlokas left. I will take a break. This is crazy stuff. Crazy, just crazy. That's what it is. After 26, it'll get less crazy. It'll get right-sized crazy. It'll get crazy, right-sized crazy. This is too crazy for me. Like, I'm not even supposed to be able to read this. The fact that I'm able to read this itself is that you cannot be an atheist anymore. That's what it means. But yeah, 1 minute break, thank you. I need to spend another $50. Does hell have no money either? That's my... If there's a heaven and a hell, is there no money in hell? It's a legit question, by the way. Of course there's no money in hell. Alright, here we go. Shloka 25. Devam yatu thana paramatama pratama terapisha cha vipragrahat khora durashatuina. Devam yatu thana paramata pratama terapisha cha vipragrahat khora durashatuina. Devam yatu thana paramata pratam. Devam yatu thana paramata pratama terapisha cha vipragraha khora durashatuina. Devam yatu thana paramatam. Devam yatu thanam. Devam yatu thana param. Devam yatu thana paramata pratama terapisha cha vipragraha khora durashatuina. Devam yatu thana paramata pratama terapisha cha vipragraha khora durashat. Devam yatu thana paramata pratama terapisha cha vipragraha khora durashatuina. Devam yatu thana paramata pratama terapisha cha vipragraha khora durashatuina. Taranandra Vidra Vaya Krishna Purito Pimasavano Rel Hurudayani Kamampayana. Taranandra Vidra Vaya Krishna Purito Pimasavano Ha No Rel Hurudayani Kamampayana. Backing up one sentence. Devam yatu thana paramatam. Devam 야투 타나 프라마타 프라타마트라 피샤자 비프라그라 하코라드라 셔투이나 다레는드라 비드라바야 그르시나 뿌리토 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 다레는드라 비드라바야 그르시나 뿌리토 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 까만파야는 다레는드라 비드라바야 그르시나 뿌리토 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 까만파야는 다레는드라 비드라바야 그르시나 뿌리토 피마스바노 렐흐로 다야니 까만파야는 Devam Digama Tara Sivara Risainia Misha Pramu Yukuto Mama Chinanti Devam Digama Tara Sivara Risainia Misha Pra Yukuto Mama Chinanti Once more Devam Digama Tara Sivara Devam Digmatara Sivara Risainia Misha Pra Yukutom Mama Chinanti Devam Digmatara Sivara Risainia Devam Digmatara Sivara Risainia Misha Pra Yukuto Mama Chinanti Jakushum Shui 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 차다야 드비셔마 코남 하라 빠빠 자꾸 슈프엄 슈이 짤만 찾다 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 차다야 드비셔마 코남 하라 빠빠 자꾸 슈프엄 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 차다야 드비셔 마코남 하라 빠빠 자꾸 슈프엄. Once more. That was correct. 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 차다야 드비셔 마코남 하라 빠빠 자꾸 슈프엄. Once more. 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 자꾸 슈이 짤만 자꾸 슈이 짤만 찾다 짜는드라 차다야 드비셔 마코남 하라 빠빠 자꾸 슈프엄. Okay, that was correct. Shloka 27. 15 left. 16. 야는노 파얌 그라헤피오 포드 갸투피오 누르피아 에반짱. That was lazily correct. So I have to be careful. Because I might not be able to say it again correctly for a long time. 야는노 파얌 그라헤피오 포드 갸투피오 누르피아 에반짱. 야는노 파얌 그라헤피오 포드 갸투피오 갸투. 야는노 파얌 그라헤피오 포드 갸투피오 누르피아 에반짱. 사리 스르페피오 담시뚜리 피오 포테피옴 호피앙 에방방. 담시뚜리 사리 스르페피오 담시뚜리 피오 포테피옴 호피앙 에방방. 사리스르빼피오 담시뚜루이피오 사리스르빼피오 담시뚜루이피오 부대피오 호피암 사리스르빼피오 담시뚜루이페피 사리스르빼피오 담시뚜루이피오 부대피오 호피암 에방방 take it. 살바누의 땅이 파가바는 나마루 바스드라키 일단한테 브라야는 또 상은 고셔얌 사디오 예 나허 슈레야허 브라티 바강허 가루도 파가바는 스도트라스도 파시 차는도 바이마야허 브라푸허. Backing up one sentence. 브라야는 또 상은 고셔얌 사디오 예 나허 슈레야허 브라티 바강허 가루도 파가바는 스도트라스도 파시 차는도 마야허 브라푸허 가루도 파가바는 스도트라스도 파시 차는도 마야허 브라푸허 가루도 파가바는 스도트라스도 파시 차는도 마야 가루도 파가바는 스도트라스도 파시 차는도 마야허 브라푸허 차는 도마야 once more. 가루도 파가방은 스도트라스도 파시 차는 도마야흐 브라푸흐 라그셔트 바셰슈어 그렇즈 트래피오 비시바그 세나흐 스바나 마피흐 라그셔트 바셰 셔 그렇즈 라그셔트 바셰 셔 그렇즈 라쿠쇼트 바샤 그렇죠. 트래피오 비시바스크 사나허 스바나마피허 라쿠쇼트 바샤 그렇죠. 라쿠쇼트 바샤 그렇죠. 트래피오 라쿠쇼트 바샤 그렇죠. 트래피오 비시바크 사나허 스바나마피허 살방 바드피오 하레나 마루 바야나 유타니 나흐 모두 티는들이야나 마나흐 프라노나 바는드 바샤다 푸쇼노흐 모두 티는들이야 마나흐 프라노나 바는드 바샤다 푸쇼노흐 I'm being harassed. Okay, there we go. 여튼 히 바가바네바 바스투타흐 사다사주짱 야트 사티야나네나 야흐 살베 야는투 나샤마 무방드라방흐 backing up. 여튼 히 바가바네바 바스투타흐 사다사주짱 야트 사티에나네나 야흐 살베 야는투 나샤무파드라탐드라방흐 Yeah, I'm being harassed. 사티에나네나흐 야흐 살베 야는투 나샤무파드라방흐 사티에나네나 나흐 살베 야는투 나샤무파드라방흐 사티에나네나 야흐 살베 야는투 나샤무파드라방흐 once more. Backing up one sentence again. Sorry, this is what happens when I get harassed. 야탕을 히 바가바네바 바스투타흐 사다사주짱 야뜸 사티에나네나 야흐 살베 야는투 나샤무파드라방흐 사티에나네나 야흐 살베 야는투 나샤무파드라방흐 I might have to take a break. This is so I can't say Sanskrit words after I get harassed. I don't know why, but I think I know what they're doing. So I might have to take another break. 사티에나네나 야흐 살베 야는투 Na Chamupadravan, Na Chamupan, Na Chamupa. So that's what they destroyed. So what they did was they destroyed this word by harassing me. Now I know exactly what's going on. Satyenang nena yahu salve yanantu na chamupa drabanah. So whatever this word means, this will go against that person's entire DNA, will target his entire fucking race, basically. Satyenang nena yahu salve yanantu na chamupa drabanah. Because his race cannot say it. Satyena nena yahu salve yanantu na chamupadrabang na chamupadrabang na chamupadrabang. Yeah, my race could say it. That's the difference. Satyena nena yahu salve yanantu na chamupadrabang. So, that's the reason for the harassment, is after I get harassed, I cannot say it. They cannot say what I'm saying. They harass me. I cannot say it because they cannot say it. If I say this correctly, this will hurt their entire fucking race because it targets the DNA. What makes you unable to say, na chamupadrabangha, or it's your sexual sin? Guess what? Your entire fucking race will be punished. Sexual sin. So I'm forced to take a break. So I'm very, very angry because that low IQ of 65 cannot say na shamupadrabang. And since that harassment impacted me to the point that I cannot say it, if I say it, it's gonna hurt that person's DNA forever and ever and ever. And eventually, if enough of this stuff goes on, it'll destroy his entire fucking race. Anyway, taking a break. Luckily, I only have 11 shlokas left. So, 11 and a half left. I'm very lucky that way. I should be done in within 10 minutes. Here we go. Satyena nena yahu salve yanantu na shamupadrabah. Yataika tumyanupavanam pikalipara hitah svayam. Yataika tumyanupavanam pikalipara hitah svayam. Kushana, I want to say this. Yataika tumyanupavanam pikalipara hitah svayam. Pushana yutalinganga kya tatate shakati ha svama yayam. Tenaiva satyama nena salvajinyo pagavan hariha. Patu salvaiha svaru palna ha sadang salvatara salvagaha. Patu salvaiha svaru palna ha sadang salvatara salvagaha. 34. Videkosho, Dekosho, El Tavamataha, Samananta, Dananta, Palhi Bhagapana Nara Himsaha Simha Nara Simha Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavana Nara Simha Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavana Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavam Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavana Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavana Balhi Bhagavana Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavana Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavana Narahi Simha. Almost. Videkushwa. Yeah. They should have moved this into one page, not divided into 2 pages. Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavan Videkushwa Degoshwa Tavamataha Samananta Dananta Balhi Bhagavan Narasimha. I'll take it. Paraha Payamu Loka Payam Namuloka Sibanenam Siva Teja Sange Krasata Samasata Teja Paraha Pariyam Paraha Pariyamu Loka Paraha Pariya Payam Paraha Payamu Lokam Paraha Payamu Loka Payam Sivan Paraha Payamu Loka Payam Sivanenam Sivateja Sang Paraha Payamu Loka Paraha Payamu Loka Payam Sivanena Sivan Paraha Payamu Paraha Payamu Loka Payam Sivanena Sivateja Sang Grasata Samasata Teja. Once more. Paraha Payamu Loka Payam Sivanena Sivateja Sang Grasata Samasata Teja. Alright, back to normal shlokas. Makhavana Nidama Kyatam Paima Narayana Tamakama Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yanam Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yana Tamshito Surayu Tapan Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yana Tamshito Su Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yana Tamshito Surayu Tapan Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yana Tamshito Surayu Tapan Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yana Tamshito Surayu Tapan Etatarayana. I want to say this one more time. Bijeshya Sianja Sang Yana Tamshito Surayu Tapan Etatarayama Nositu Yam Pashyati Chakushushwa Etatarayama Nositu Yam Pashyati Chakushushwa Padang Bang Samsapuro Shato Sadhyaha Satva Sata San Bimutyatem Padang Bang Samsapuro Shato Sadhyaha Satva Sat Padang Bang Samsapuro Shato Sadhyaha Satva Sata San Bimutyatem Padang Bang Samsapuro Shato Sadhyaha Satva Sata San Bimutyatem Na Kutashe Jedapayam Tasyam Vidyam Tarayato Bhavat Na Kutashe Jedapayam Tasyam Vidyam Tarayato Bhavat Na Kutashe Jedapayam Tasyam Vidyam Tarayato Bhavat Raja Dasi Yugra Hadipyo Vyatya Dipyashachan kahichet imam bidyam purang kahichet kaukishom tharayan devijah kaushiko. Backing up one sentence. 37. 42 is last. 6 shlokas left. Rajadasya Guraha Dipyo Vyatya Dipyashachan Kahichet Imam Bidyam Purang Kahichet Kaushiko Tharayan Devijah Yoga Thara Noyang Sevangangam Jahao Sa Maru Tanambani Yoga Thara Noyang Sevangangam Jahao Sa Maru Tanambani Yoga Thara Noyang Sevangangam Jahao Sa Maru Tanambani Tasyo Pari Vimanena Ganantaiva Patti Rekadang. 39 by the way. Almost done. Tasyo Pari Vimanena Ganantaiva Patti Rekadang. Yayang Cheturarataha Sutri Pilvarato Yatra Devijakushoyaha Gaganananyam Patat Sadhyaha Savimano Yavakushiraha Sa Palakilya Vachana Dasatinya Daya Vismitaha Prasya Prachi Sarasvatiam Snatavan Tama Savamanavagat Prasyam. So, still being harassed. Gaganananya Patat Sadhyaha Savimano Yavashiraha Gaganananya Patat Sadhyaha Savimano Yavashiraha Sa Palikilya Vachana Dasati Nyadaya Vismitaha Prasya Prachi Sarasvatiam Snasat Prasya Prachi Sarasvatiam Prasya Prachi Sarasvatiam Snatavan Tama Savamanam Bhagat Prasya Prachi Sarasvatiam Snatavan Tama Savamanam Bhagat Prasya Prachi Sarasvatiam Snatavan Tama Savamanam Bhagat. Shri Shukam Uvacham Ya Idam Sharunuyat Kale Yo Tarayati Chaturutaha Tam Namasyananti Putani Muchyate Saivato Payat Etam Vidyam Atigato Vishvaru Pacha Chatakratuha Trailokya Lakashamim Pupujam Binijitya Murutha Surana Trailokya Lakashamim Pupuja Binijitya Murutha Surana Namaste. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapuranoe Paramahamsyam Samitanyam Shashutasakanante Narayana Vaimakantanam Namashitamutyayah. It's just the ending. Iti Shrimad Bhagavate Mahapuranoe Paramahamsyam Samitanyam 셔타스가는테 나라야나 발마가타남 나마셔도 모티아야 이티 쉐리마드 바가바트 마하푸라노에 바라마함시얌 사미땅얌 셔타스가는테 나라야나 발마가타남 나마셔도 모티아야 Namaste. Okay, so if you came by just to listen to Sanskrit, I am not uttering any more Sanskrit. I am Sanskrited out. Yeah, pretty much. Today's Friday, so I don't chant one of the mantras that I normally chant. So I'm done with Sanskrit for the day. Reading the translation in about a minute. So it lasted 1 hour and 6 minutes, the reading. Without the harassment, I should have been done 15 minutes ago. So I should have been done within an hour. 42 shlokas without the interruptions, harassment. Let me see, 42 shlokas in 15 minutes. That's really good. Anyway, okay, so taking a 1 minute break. In the future, what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna read this once and move on. It'll be very quick. I'm being slowed down because of stupid fucking assholes harassing me. Anyway, 2 minutes, thank you. And then translate. There's no physical copy of the there's no digital copy of the translation, so I have to read from the actual book. I'll just set it up like this and just read it like that. So let me take my 2 minutes. I'll switch my mic right now because this is not very convenient when it comes to a physical book. So let me switch. Thank you. Checking my quote. Okay, so let me take my break, and I'm done reading Sanskrit, just reading the translation for Shrimad Bhagavatam, Book 6, Chapter 8, coming up in 1 minute. Thank you.
Told you, man, I'm not gonna get this. Come on, guys, I'll take you to that discount jewelry store I found. Zach, Lisa, I'd like you to meet Stan. Yeah, John, to make your acquaintance. Here's Stan. Where's your store? Right in, get that. As you can see, I not only have a diverse selection of elegant rings, but I have some other items that have been tailored to the extremely better. Right in. Stay safe, is that? Oh, how much? Stan? See your rings? Your wish is my way. Come on, step it over here. I got today. Young lady, huh? Jewelers got your voice too. This is a family album. I'll never watch this. Not the last one.
Here we go. Chapter 8, Discourse 8. This will be a 20-minute reading. Here we go. The king said, the king submitted, O divine sage, teach me that prayer, invoking the succor of Lord Narayana, protected by which Inandra, thoroughly and entirely subdued, as though in sport, the enemy's troops along with their mounts, and enjoy the fortune of all the three worlds. And tell me how, protected by that armor, he was able to conquer the enemies who came to take his life on the field of battle. Shri Shuka replied, appointed as a priest, Vishvarupa taught the Kavacha prayer, named after Lord Narayana, to the great Inandra, who had inquired about it. Listen to it with undivided attention on this occasion. Vishvarupa began. In the face of danger, a devotee who has finished his bath and other purificatory rites should wash his hands and feet, sip a little water, and, purified, squat with his face towards the north, and, wearing a ring of the sacred Gosha grass, after silently performing the niyasa of the members of his body and hands with the two manantras, he should arm himself with the protective covering, sacred to Lord Narayana. He should locate the syllables of the Om Namo Narayanoya and so on in order of sequence in his feet, knee joints, thighs, belly, region of the heart, chest, mouth, and the head, or even in the reverse order. They combine all these shlokas together. I hate it. I fucking hate it. And half this translation is in his words. This is not Sanskrit. I'm only reading the translation. Half of these words I have to skip through because of his incompetence. It sucks. It really fucking sucks. Thereafter, he should perform the Karaniyasam with the 12-syllabled mantra, locating the syllables beginning with Om and ending with Ya in his fingers and thumb joints. He should place the syllable Om of the following mantra, Om Vishnave Namaha, in his heart, then V in the crown of his head, and Phwa in the middle of his eyebrows, and the syllable Na in the shikane. He should unite the syllable V with his eyes and the syllable Na with all the joints, then putting the syllable Ma, followed by a Visarga, and the interjection Patta to the use of driving away evil spirits. He should assign it to all the directions. Yeah, I thought there was another word, but he added his own fucking words. This motherfucker. Half of this book should be half as short. Why? Half of this fucking translation is in Hindi. Stupid motherfucker. Okay, here we go. He should place the syllable Om of the following mantra Om. He should unite the syllable Ve with his eyes and the syllable Na with all the joints, then putting the syllable Ma, followed by a Visarga, and the interjection Patta to the use of driving away evil spirits. He should assign it to the directions. And this motherfucker added 3 lines. Stupid motherfucker. The wise devotee becomes an embodiment of the mantra. He should visualize himself as the Supreme Self, possessed of the 6 divine attributes. The object of his meditation manifested in the form of learning, glory, and asceticism, and repeat the following prayer. May Shri Hari, denoted by Om, afford me protection on all sides, as well as from all dangers. Shri Hari, who has his lotus feet placed on the back of Garuda, nay, who wields
his 8 arms, a conch, discus, shield, sword, mace, arrow, bow, and noose, and who is possessed of the 8 mystic powers. In the form of the divine fish, may he protect me in water from the species of aquatic creatures, representing the noose of Varuna. May he, who appeared of his own will in the form of a religious student, dwarfish in stature. May he, who appeared of his own will in the form of a religious student, dwarfish in stature, guard me on land. And may the same Lord, appearing in his cosmic form as Trivikrama, guard me in the air. May the Almighty Lord Narasimha, the slayer of Hiranyakashipu, protect me in places full of danger, such as a forest and the forefront of a battle. Lord Narasimha, at whose tremendous peals of laughter, when he raised them, the quarters violently echoed and embryos were discharged. May the celebrated divine boar, in whose person the sacrifices stand represented, and who lifted up the earth on his tusk, protect me on the road. May Rama guard up on mountain peaks, and may Shri Rama, accompanied by Lakshmana, protect us away from home. This fucking motherfucking translator. Half of what I just read is his, I'm skipping through his fucking words. 50% of the translation is in Hindi. Why is he translating in stupid fucking... Okay, Shloka 15 again. So if I sound funny, it's because of this motherfucker. He added half of his words. Half of the translation is his fucking words. Stupid motherfucker. May the celebrated divine boar, in whose person the sacrifices stand represented, and who lifted up the earth on his tusk, protect me on the road. May Rama guard up on mountain peaks, and may Shri Rama, accompanied by Lakshmana, protect us away from home. I am so angry at this fucking translator. Stupid fucking translator. May Narayana keep me aloof from violent religious practices and all omission, and the sage Nara from pride. May Dattata, the master of yoga, guard me against... I'm gonna have to read this again because half of these fucking words are his fucking words. The fucking translator's own words. He's adding his own fucking words. This fucking translator. May Narayana keep me aloof from violent religious practices and all omission, and the sage Nara from pride. May Dattata, the master of yoga, guard me against abandoning the practice of yoga, and may Lord Kapilan, the Lord of Prakriti, save me from the bondage of actions. May Sanatakumara guard me against love. Lord Haragrivan, from neglecting the gods met with on the way. Naradan, against drawbacks in the worship of the deity. And may Shri Hari, manifested as the divine tortoise, keep me away from every description of hell. May Lord Tanambanantari guard me against unwholesome diet, and Lord Rishabhadevan, whose mind is perfectly subdued from the fear of the pairs of opposites. Again, may Lord Yajinya save me from public scandal. Lord Balarama, from death at the hands of a human being. And Sheshwar, from the class of serpents known as the Grotavashas. 19. May Lord Dvaipayana guard me against ignorance, and Lord Buddha against heretical creeds and neglect of duties. May Lord Galaki, who assumed that glorious manifestation for the preservation of righteousness, protect me from the Kali Yuga, Kali age, the refuse of time, the garbage of time. May Lord Keshavan protect me with his mace in the morning. Shri Krishna, who holds a flute through the Sangangava hours. Lord Narayana in the forenoon, and Lord Vishnu carrying Sudarshana in hand at midday. Half of these words are the translator's fucking words. May Lord Matusudana, who wields a terrible bow, protect me in the afternoon, and Lord Mahatavan, manifested in 3 glorious forms at dusk. May Lord Rashvuri Keshan guard me in the first part of the night. Lord Padmanabha alone during the second part, as well as at midnight. 22. May the Lord, bearing the mark of Shri Bhattacharya on his chest, protect me in the latter part of the night. Lord Janardana, carrying a sword at close of the night. Damodaram, by Mother Yashodan, as a punishment. This fucking translator, man. Half these words are in English, like they don't exist. This fucker's making shit up. I'm so fucking angry. I have to read it again. Waste of my fucking time. This fucking stupid fucking translator. Who adds his own words when translating? You know, like if my name is Jeremy, who would add something else to that shit? You know? This is what that guy did. Half of his fucking words are his fucking words. Stupid motherfucker. Stupid motherfucker. May the Lord, bearing the mark of Shri Bhattacharya on his chest, protect me in the latter part of the night. Lord Janardana, carrying a sword at the close of the night. Damodaram, by Mother Yashodan at dawn, and Lord Vishvadevan at dawn, and Lord Vishveshvara manifested as the time spirit during both twilights. I hate this fucking guy. This motherfucker needs to die. He needs to fucking die. 23. Revolving all around, hurled by the Lord in the form of a discus, with the rim fierce as the fire, raging at the time of universal dissolution. Completely burn the enemy's host at once, as fire helped by the wind consumes hay. As fire helped by the wind. I have to read it again. This motherfucker, this stupid motherfucker. Half of what I just read is not in Sanskrit, so I have to skip through half of this fucking shit. I hope this guy is already. I hope his entire fucking race dies. Revolving all round, hurled by the Lord in the form of a discus, with the rim fierce as a fire, raging at the time of universal dissolution. Completely burn the enemy's host at once, as fire, helped by the wind, consumes hay. Stupid motherfucking. This translator adds his own thoughts in translating. This stupid motherfucker needs to go to jail. beloved as you are of the invincible Lord, and sending forth sparks whose impact is already. This is what happens. Half of what I'm reading is not in Sanskrit. It's not. It's his words. It's translated. The translator is trying to teach you. This stupid motherfucker is trying to teach you something. This stupid motherfucker is trying to teach me something. This stupid motherfucker's entire fucking race needs to die. Period. Alright. So I'm forced to take a break because this translator, he's so perverted. His mind is so perverted that he cannot help but add words to the original Sanskrit translation. He cannot leave Sanskrit alone. He cannot leave Sanskrit alone. He's so perverted. His entire fucking race needs to die. That's how angry I am. Half of what I'm reading, I'm skipping it. Stupid motherfucker. Stupid motherfucker. It's like, you know, reading the translation itself is hard enough. This motherfucker is adding his own words. He's adding his own thoughts. His dirty garbage thoughts. He's adding his garbage thoughts to Sanskrit. That's why I'm so angry. He's adding his garbage, perverted, sexual, perverted mind to Sanskrit. Would you eat McDonald's with shit? That's what he's doing. This guy is eating McDonald's with shit. That's what he's doing. This translator is eating McDonald's with shit altogether at the same time. Stupid. Fucking stupid piece of shit. My verdict is that if you don't know how to clean, if you're not clean, you have nothing to do with Sanskrit. If you're not clean, you have nothing to do with Sanskrit. You're too dirty. Sanskrit has nothing to do with dirty. Nothing. But that's what this guy did. This fucking translator did. He mixed his own garbage thoughts with Sanskrit. Who the fuck does that? He's a fucking cockroach human being. This fucking translator is a cockroach human being. Would you eat McDonald's with shit? That's my question. Would you eat McDonald's burger with shit as the burger? Substitute the burger with shit. That's what this guy fucking did. It's a legit question. It's a legit question. Would you eat McDonald's with shit? Literal, like real shit. Would you eat McDonald's burger with shit? This guy, this fucking translator, he eats shit with McDonald's. At the same time, he eats shit with food at the same time, this motherfucker. Alright. 23. Half of this fucking book should not exist. Half of this book should not exist. Period. Revolving all around. hurled by the Lord in the form of a discus, with a rim fierce as the fire, raging at the time of universal dissolution. Completely burn the enemy's host at once, as fire, helped by the wind, consumes hay. Beloved as you are of the invincible Lord, and sending forth sparks whose impact is as deadly as that of a thunderbolt. O mace, thoroughly crush, completely pound the Ushmanandus by Yakas, Yakushas, Rakshasas, Putas, and Grahas, and pulverize, crumble to dust the adversaries. Blown by Shri Krishna and shaking the hearts of the foes in your blown by Shri Krishna and shaking the hearts of the foes with your terrific blast. O Lord of Kanks, may you drive away the Yatutanas, Brahmatas, evil spirits, Matrakas, goblins, Bahamarakshasas, and other evil-eyed spirits. Directed by the Lord, or sharp-edged Nanandaka, may you cut down, or mow down, my enemy's host. Cover the eyes of the wicked foes, or shield with 100 moon-like buttons, and blind the eyes of the evil-eyed. Shloka 27. And this motherfucker he combined shlokas. It's 27 and 28. Stupid motherfucker. From whatever evil spirits, comets, and even men, reptiles, and other biting animals, ghosts, or even sins, we have had fear. All these and whoever from whatever evil spirits, comets, and even men, reptiles, and other biting animals, ghosts, or even sins, we have had fear. All these and whoever have stood in the way of our welfare may go to complete destruction through the utterance of the weapon of the divine name. I'm gonna read it again. So, when you're translating Sanskrit, you cannot combine shlokas together, you stupid motherfucker. Combining shlokas. Stupid motherfucker. From whatever evil spirits, comets, and even men, reptiles, and other biting animals, ghosts, or even sins, we have had fear. All these and whoever have stood in the way of our welfare may go to complete destruction through the utterance of the weapon of the divine name. May the glorious and mighty Garuda, who is extolled through hymns, nay, who is Veda personified, and Vrishabhakasana, protect me from all dangers with their names. May the names and forms and the weapons of Shri Hari, and whoever carries him on his back, protect us from all adversities, and may the foremost of his attendant. I have to read that again. Why did you add words, this stupid motherfucker? May the names and forms and weapons of Shri Hari, and whoever carries him on his back, protect us from all adversities, and may the foremost of his attendants guard our intellect in Indriyas, mind and life. I'm gonna read it again. Shloka 30. Because of this incompetent translator, reading the translation is harder than reading the fucking Sanskrit? How could reading Sanskrit be harder than reading English? How could reading Sanskrit be harder than reading English? Why? Because it's stupid fucking translator. This motherfucking translator is so perverted. He's perverted. Why? If his whole fucking race dies, I am not sorry. So perverted. This is perversion. I'm like trying to read, skipping perversion here. Okay. Shloka 30. May the names and forms and weapons of Shri Hari and whoever carries him on his back protect us from all adversities, and may the foremost of his attendants guard our intellect, inendriyas, mind and life. Fucking translator. Even as, really speaking, it is the Lord alone who constitutes whatever there is with form and without form. May all our troubles come to an end as a corollary to this truth. I can't even say it. So he uses words which are complicated, but he also adds his. So this guy's full of shit. This fucking translator. If you know this fucking translator is full of shit. This fucking translator is full of shit. He's so proud of himself. He's so proud of himself. So he's messing up because he's too proud of himself. Corollary. I'm just angry because he added words. When you're translating, you're not supposed to add your own thoughts. This motherfucker did add his own thoughts. That's why I'm so fucking angry. Here we go. May the names and forms and weapons of Shri Hari and whoever carries him on his back protect us from all adversities, and may the foremost of his attendants guard our intellect, inendriyas, mind and life. Like, stop. Why did he use the word inendriya when translating? That's what I have problems with. Why don't you come up with a translation for inendriya? Stupid motherfucker. It means the senses, by the way. Even as, really speaking, it is the Lord alone who constitutes whatever there is, with form and without form. May all our troubles come to an end as a corollary to this truth. Stupid ass. Even as the Lord, though undifferentiated in the eye of those who have realized their identity with him, himself acquires by his own Maya potencies as well as forms and names, jewels and weapons. May the same omniscient and he combined two shlokas again. This motherfucker combines shlokas. Fucking, you're not supposed to add shlokas, you stupid motherfucker. Do not combine shlokas, you stupid fucking motherfucker. Would you eat shit with McDonald's at the same time? That's what this guy is doing. Even as the Lord, though undifferentiated in the eye of those who have realized their identity with him, himself acquires by his own Maya potencies as well as forms and names, jewels and weapons. May the same omniscient and all-pervading Lord Shri Hari protect us on the strength of this very fact by all his manifestations at every place and time. Okay, 34. May Lord Narasimha defend us in the quarters as well as in the intervening corners, above and below all. I have to read that again. I hate stupid people. People ask me, what is your problem? What is your fucking problem? I hate stupid people. I hate stupid people. I hate stupid people. I hate stupid people. That's my problem. What is your problem? I hate stupid people. That's my problem. IQ 55. That's my problem. What is your problem? What is your problem? IQ 50 fucking 5. Get the fuck out of here. That's my problem. Okay, 34 once again. May Lord Narasimha defend us in the quarters as well as in the intervening corners, above and below and all around, inside as well as outside, dispelling the fear of his people by his roar and having eclipsed all luminaries by his own effulgence. I am sorry and not sorry at the same time. It's this motherfucker, this translator, he needs to die. I'm laughing as I'm saying it. Or he should give me a whole new copy, half the size of this. The right translation, you stupid motherfucker. May Lord Narasimha defend us in the quarters, as well as in the intervening corners, above and below and all round, inside as well as outside, dispelling the fear of his people by his roar and having eclipsed all luminaries by his own effulgence. 35. Reading the fucking English translation is 100 times harder than reading Sanskrit. O Inandra, this prayer, imbued with the spirit of Lord Narayana, has been taught to you. Protected by this, you will easily and completely conquer the generals of the demon troops. Anyone whom the man wearing this armor may behold with his eyes or duly touch with his feet is immediately and completely rid of fear. No fear from a ruler, robbers, evil spirits, and so on, nor from a tiger or other ferocious animals, nor from any other quarter can ever seize the man who has his mind fixed on this sacred text. Of yore, a certain Brahmana was a scion of the sage Kushika, and had his mind fixed on this sacred text, cast off his body in a desert through concentration of mind, accompanied by retention of breath, breathing. Surrounded by ladies, Chitraratam, the chief of the Ganantaivas, once flew in his aerial car over the spot where the Brahmana had died and instantly fell down with his car, head downwards. picking up the bones, according to the advice of the Malakilas. He dropped them into the river Sarasvati, which flew in an easterly direction, bathed and returned to his own abode amazed. He combined two shlokas again, this stupid translator, the stupid motherfucking translator combined again shlokas. So I have to read it again. Because this motherfucker fucked up. Surrounded by ladies, Chitrarathan, the chief of the Gandharvas, once flew in his aerial car over the spot where the Brahmana had died and instantly fell down with his car, head downwards. Picking up the bones, according to the advice of the Valakias, he dropped them into the river Sarasvati, which flew in an easterly direction, bathed and returned to his own abode, amazed. I'm just reading here. Half of these fucking words are the translator's fucking perversion. 41. Shloka 41. 2 shlokas left. Shri Shuka continued. Look at this shit. One day I'll show you. Half of these words are his fucking sexually perverted thoughts. He's adding his sexual perversion. He's thinking with his dick. He's writing it. That's why I'm so fucking angry. He's thinking with his dick. This motherfucker is thinking with his dick. And he's writing it. That's why I'm so fucking angry. This motherfucker needs to die. His fucking entire race needs to suffer. Thinking with your dick, thinking with your penis is okay if it's not Sanskrit. But if it's Sanskrit, you're gonna fucking die. Shri Shuka continued. Beings bow to him who listens to this at an opportune moment and who fixes his mind on it. Nay, he is rid of all fear. I'll have to read that again. 41. This book should be half the size. Why? This fucking sexually perverted translator. Half of this book is his own fucking perverted thoughts. He needs to fucking die. Shri Shuka continued. Beings bow to him who listens to this at an opportune moment. So that wasn't just one sentence I just read. That was like 3 sentences that I had to skip through. Why? Because of this perverted fucking translator. This perverted... half of what I just read, I had to skip through. Stupid motherfucker. I hate this fucker. Shri Shuka continued. Beings bow to him who listens to this at an opportune moment and who fixes his mind on it. Nay, he is rid of all fear. Half of what I read, I had to skip because that was his fucking perverted, dirty fucking asshole thoughts. Okay, last shloka 42. I hate when you're translating, you're adding your own own thoughts, you're translating and you're adding your own thoughts. You are a fucking asshole. You are a fucking asshole who needs to die. Right now. Shloka 42. Having learnt this prayer from Vishvarupan, Inandra completely and decidedly conquered the demons in battle and enjoyed the sovereignty of the three worlds. Thus ends the 8th discourse entitled the text of Narayana Gavacha taught in Book 6 of the great and glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as Paramahamsa Samhitam. I apologize. I'm sorry for this poor fucking translation. Where half of this book shouldn't even exist. Because this is the translator's own fucking thoughts in translation. Who adds his own thoughts while translating? This fucking monkey did. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Namaste. Shabbat in 4 hours. I'm very angry. 3 hours in Shabbat. When you're translating, you have an agenda. Like you want to translate and you want to get your agenda across. That's fucking fucked up.